fixing this type of front zip to your top is never going to be your problem again after watching this video. Now you can see this type of zip is what you see on polo, you see on some ready-made shirts, and I'm going to show you how to fix the zip today properly. But before then, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please do so right now. Like the video and let's get started. Now I have my zip, I have my piece of fabric cut and gone with interfacing. You can see I'm using an invisible zip for this tutorial.
As you can see, I've gone ahead to add interfacing for the front, and also you fold your fabric into two and give it a press so that you have a center line. This is going to be a guide. This is me marking out the desired length I want for my zip. This is the length I want for my zip. I'll mark the points. Then I'll bring my ruler to highlight that center front line. I'll highlight it. I'll highlight that center front line like so. You can see. Now we take our piece of fabric, the two pieces of fabric we gone with interfacing with the zip. There is no actual measurements for this piece of fabric. You can cut it longer than your zip, and 2 inches wide is okay because we are still going to trim it out. Now you fix your zip presser foot. It's very important. And then look at me putting it. You can equally fold this piece of fabric into two and give it a press to create a straight line at the center, as you can see mine also. Then you fix, make sure you are sewing very close to your zip. Make your sewing very neat, because if it's not very close to the zipper, it will not hide and the beauty will not come out. The beauty of it is for it to be hidden. That is why it is called invisible zip. So you sew, they will not see any trace of zip when you zip it up. I'll turn it over like this again and sew the other side, but on the other piece. Look at it. You align your fabric like this. Then I'll begin the sewing. Sew it the same way. Repeat the same process upward. Ensure you are sewing very close to the zipper. That is why you need to use your invisible zip presser foot. You can see that it is looking beautiful already. So we'll make a top stitch on the zip very close to the edge of the zip like this, to keep the fabric and the zip in one place. You can see. Now we trim it off. We are going to trim exactly the wideness of the zip. The length I marked earlier is 7.5. You can do something less than that or even more than that. This is totally depends on you. So now take note of the points. I'll turn the zip upside down like this. and make a stitch there. This stitch is going to determine how wide you are going to, the zip is going to reveal on the outside. So if you don't want it to be too wide, don't make it too wide. Now I'll go ahead and change my presser foot. At this point, I'll cut the front open and it will be ½ inch closer to that stitch. Then I'll make an angle cut, ½ inch closer. Then I'll turn it upside down like this. I'll make an angle cut to the edge of that stitch, very close to it, but don't cut it out, very close to it. And I'll do the same to the other side like this. I'll do the same cut. I'll make the same cut here. Be very gentle, be careful with what you are doing. Sorry, my camera did not capture that part, but you understand what I did there. So once you are done doing that, it is time to sew the zip close with the material. Now you align it properly like this. At this point, make sure the zip is at the top for a guide so that you can determine how wide it's going to come out, how wide you will sew. This time around, don't let that initial stitch to come out. Sew behind the initial stitch there and make your hand straight. Whatever you do here is what you see on the outside, so be careful and be very professional. I'll turn it again and sew the other side like that also. The same wideness from that point to the top of the zip. Open up the zipper so you can finish it properly. Now let's see what we have. Can you see? Can you see how beautiful this is looking already? How beautiful and professional it is looking, even without ironing. We have not ironed it yet, but look at it now. You can see. So you can go ahead now and make a top stitch round the zip, but I'm not going to do that on my own. I love it this way and I'm going to leave it like this. We have come to the end of this tutorial. Please, if you have derived any help from this, do well to subscribe, like, give it a thumbs up, and please drop your comments. Let me know your thoughts. Until next time, bye for now.